I'm Rebecca Boden. I'm a Professor of Critical Management at the University of Roehampton in London. I'm also one of the principal partners on the UNIKE project. I've approached doing this video with some sadness really, because we're coming to the end of the UNIKE project now, and so it's time to reflect on what we've done. Sadness and a great deal of enjoyment, because it's been a fantastic, if not a unique experience for us. One of the best things is we've developed a fantastic cohort of early career researchers who I'm confident are going to go on to further develop the field. But I've also learned an enormous amount myself, and the project's really developed my own work and my own scholarship. Part of it has been deeply depressing, because I've watched with some increasing horror the further marketisation, privatisation of higher education, which seems to move at a rapacious pace. Indeed, I often use the metaphor now of universities and the higher education sector being somewhat like the Wild West in 19th century America, where private interests rush in a kind of gold rush, seeking profit. And in doing that, what they've largely done is change the landscape of higher education and change the nature of the organisations. And they've changed them in a way which alters the nature of the educational experience for young people, for students, and really altered what they are and who they are and what kind of educational outcomes we achieve. These changes, these Wild West changes, have also really altered the nature of research and the knowledge creating functions of the university. So that's the bad news. But the good news, and part of the main focus of this project, was not just to look at what's happening, but also to develop new imaginaries about what might happen in the future, what alternative trajectories we might develop. And one of my major breakthroughs really was looking at the development of the school system, the public school system in England, where increasingly local authorities are being divested of control of their schools as they're privatised through the academy system. And I noticed through working with people at the Cooperative College in Manchester that what's happening is, in some schools, as private providers seek to take the school over, local school teams are getting together and turning themselves into cooperatives. And that's possible because of the academisation process. And we've gone from a situation in England where 7 or 8 years ago there were about 50 co-op schools, and now there's over 800. And this made me think about this as a space of hope for universities. So a lot of my work now is looking at the opened up space in this Wild West higher education economy that we have, and thinking about how those opened up spaces might be used to develop different and more positive futures which are better for students and better for knowledge production. So now, together with other people on the UNIKE project, we're working very, very hard in terms of turning universities away from being part of a market economy to being part of what we call the social economy, of re-socialising universities to make them more relevant, to make them better places for young people to get their education, and to make them more effective contributors of really useful knowledge in society. And we'll be carrying this work forward very, very energetically, and we hope that with our optimism and our imagination that we and this project can achieve a really fundamental change in the nature of higher education globally. Thank you very much.